What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you all had a great weekend. As always, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. This is just for entertainment purposes only, so let's be entertained. I wanted to look at BBIG. If you've been around any of the so-called meme stocks, obviously you're no stranger to BBIG. This week, I think it could have a couple of catalysts, and I wanted to cover them just so that we can all keep our eyes on it if that's something that you're interested in. The Russell Tide, what happens historically in a spinoff, and also the options chain. The options chain looks great. So looking at some of that, I wanted to say the Russell 3000 obviously could be one of our first catalysts. We see here at the end of Friday all of the large orders coming in. So BBIG did finally join the Russell 3000, and that's going to hopefully bring a little bit more eyes and a little bit more attention into BBIG, which could be catalyst number one, just exposure alone. We also have the Tide share dividend spinoff that we have happening. June 29th is the distribution date for that. So catalyst number two, what's going to go down there? You know, we know that we have about 20% short interest in the stock. Are the shorts going to be willing to pay that dividend to their broker, or are they going to consider covering to get out of this thing so that they do not have to pay that dividend? I'm really interested to see what they choose to do. I'm interested because a lot of times in a spinoff, the parent company takes a little bit of a hit whenever they spin off, because that other company's value, what they hold, is going to move over to the company. So the parent company is going to take a little bit of a hit. In the short's mind, are they going to stay in this thing, be willing to pay that dividend, and hope that they can get a little bit more off of BBIG to capitalize on their short position? I'm not sure. I think it could go either way, obviously 50-50. Whatever they're thinking, are they going to be greedy, trying to get just a little bit more, or are they going to go with the hype and just go ahead and cover? I want to see. Honestly, I've been in this play for a little bit now because I wanted to receive the Tide spinoff dividend, and I wanted to see exactly what happens in a play like this, just so that I can be familiar if it ever happens again. I've been following it pretty closely. So with June 29th being our distribution date, we got those two catalysts that are here in the very near future coming up this week. We'll see if anything actually happens. Along with the spinoff, historically over 24-month period, the stock outperforms the market. So I think that could be a good mindset for a lot of these other companies that are coming in, a lot of the new interest that's going to come in with the Russell. They know that they had a spinoff, so they're thinking maybe historically, this thing's going to outperform the market, and they'll get a little bit more interested and go a little bit bigger maybe into something like this. We'll see what actually happens. The volatility usually would pick up in a spinoff situation because we're going to have some fluctuation in prices. Which direction are the holders going to go? Do they see value in both of them and they want to hold both companies? Do they see value in one play instead of the other? Such as who values Tide more than BBIG, or BBIG more than Tide? There's going to be a little bit of shuffling going on there, and we'll probably see some of that come into effect with the volume on one way or the other, and the volatility in the price. So I think that's going to pick up, which is going to be good. I want to see that. I want to see some action and life come back into BBIG after this long downtrend that we've been in, unfortunately. And then the July 15th options chain, if you've pulled that up, it is just stacked. It looks absolutely amazing. I don't know, all the way up to $10. It is just laid out for a perfect gamma run, which also makes me think, are the shorts possibly hedging their position to run in the other way as well, right? They made money on the way down. Now they're thinking, we don't want to pay for this dividend, so we're potentially going to cover our shares, and which is going to create a massive buying pressure, and they're going to capitalize on the way up with that gamma effect with the call options as well. It is laid out to run if it does start creeping up into those options, the $2.50, the $5. It's stacked all the way to $10 basically as far as it's open July 15th. So there might be a little bit of time there. I want to see if the shorts are going to just hold out, because the parent company usually does take a little bit of a hit. Are they gonna go ahead and pay that dividend, let BBIG possibly potentially drop a little bit further to really capitalize even more on their shorts, and then run at a later date, somewhere between now and July 15th? Or is it just gonna happen this week? I think there's gonna be moves one way or the other, and we just have to watch and see what happens. Looking at the chart, obviously we've been in that down channel for quite some time, and things have finally turned around. Did it find its bottom? I'm not sure, but what I do like is that we're now holding up here above this 205, bouncing in between 205 and 230. It changed its direction slowly but surely, so we need to keep an eye on that 205 level, see if that's going to hold up as a level of support now, and is it going to just follow this trend line on up from there. Obviously we have a little bit of room to move. I'd love to see us get over that 250 and continue on up, but if it needs to spend a little bit of time consolidating here, that's fine, and we'll just carry on that way. But I think this week's going to be really entertaining, and that's why I'm watching it. I like whenever I see some volatility and some action come back into a play, and I think it has all of the catalysts in line to actually be a very entertaining play here soon. So as always, guys, thank you for watching so much. If you don't mind, drop a like, leave a comment, or subscribe to the channel if you don't want to miss any of the updates. As always, stay golden, people, and may your accounts stay green.